Hey guys, I'm going to make a hand-tied bouquet and I want to show you real quick how to use the spiral technique so that your stems look all neat and tidy and it just makes a really nice look for your bouquet. And this is how all bouquets really should be arranged. I'm using some pink Mondial roses and some sweet Akito, which these are actually left over from a wedding that I did an all rose bouquet for. So let's get started. I am going to use one stem. I'm just going to put it in the center. I'm going to place another kind of off to the right, and you want the top to be rounded front and back so it's pretty from all sides for an all rose bouquet. So I like to start with 3, and I'm just placing them so that it already starts to make that spiral technique. Okay, so then I am just going to shift a little bit. I'm going to place another, and you're just placing them at an angle, hold, and turn your hand. Do kind of like a quarter turn. Place, hold, turn. And when you use other flowers, with more shapes and textures and sizes, it gets a little bit more difficult, but this technique really helps to make a clean arrangement, and it helps while you're arranging too, so your stems don't get all tangled and stuck. So again, place, quarter turn, place, quarter turn, and see what we have already, and it's looking really nice. Place, quarter turn, place, quarter turn. And as long as you keep going in this pattern, then it actually is really quick and easy. And you have that nice spiral look to your stems. And again, place, quarter turn. It gets really repetitive, so as you get more experience, it gets easier and quicker. Place, quarter turn. And you just keep going along in that same pattern. Place, quarter turn. It does get heavy, pretty heavy depending on the flowers you use and how many stems. So if you need to tie off and bind the stems at any point, you can definitely do that. And I'm just going to adjust the height of each stem as I go. Okay, so here's how we're looking so far. My hand's already starting to hurt because these roses, the pink Mondial, have really large heads and they're pretty heavy. They're beautiful, but okay, place, quarter turn, place, quarter turn. And I like to wait to cut the stems until we're done, obviously, so that we can see the length. Unless they're really long and all different lengths, then you cut as you go, just so it's easier to hold. You want to make sure you keep up with that turn, just because if you don't, then your stems will get all bunched in one place and it won't look even, and it's just not great. Place, quarter turn, and here's how we're looking so far. And again, I'm going to take a step back and adjust as I need. I'm going from the bottom and I'm pulling stems down. This one I'm going to go from the top and pull up a tiny bit. Okay. And I'm just picking up where I left off. Place, and I'm getting lower and lower as I go. Place, quarter turn. Place, quarter turn. And it's getting really heavy, so it's getting hard to hold. Place, quarter turn. perfect that looks. And you have that spiral stem technique, which works and should be used for all hand-tied bouquets. And just to finish it off, I'm going to adjust where I need to, pulling stems through the bottom, just so it all looks even. I'm going to tie it off now. I used to use the floral, the sticky tape, but then I got a tip from some really great designers. They use the thick Oasis waterproof tape. This is the 1/2 inch, and I think it's fantastic. I think it's way easier to use. I hate how the sticky floral tape rips off all the time, and this really sticks to the stems instead of sticking to itself like the floral tape. So I think this is awesome, and I've had really good luck with this. So, see, and it's secure. Once I get it around once, and I'm just gonna keep wrapping and pulling tight. And that tip was from Sweet Root Village. You guys are awesome, so thank you for that tip. And they are actually based out of Alexandria, Virginia, which is where I just left. So follow them, check them out. They have some awesome tips and tricks on their Instagram. They just launched formulas, so they're super helpful. So here we go. It is tied. It is nice and secure. And now we're just going to cut our stems. I like to just cut them just by eyeballing it so they all look pretty even, but then we'll actually measure once I get them cut. The fun part, because you're done, it's just cleaning up. Okay. For this bride, for this wedding that I got these flowers for, she wanted an originally we were talking about all white flowers, and then white and pink, but she actually ended up deciding on an all blush bridal bouquet, and there were a couple roses I was deciding on, and ended up with these pink Mondial, and they are absolutely perfect. They smell amazing, the color is beautiful, so I would highly recommend these roses. Alright, so I'm just kind of trying to even the stems out now. And a lot of times, like for bridesmaids bouquets, when you're doing a bunch of them, I will cut the stems on one bouquet to the length that I like, and then I will take an extra stem and hold it up to the bottom of where I tape, and then cut it to the length of the stems, and then I use this to put up to each bridesmaid's bouquet and cut from there so that I know that they're all perfectly even. So here is our hand-tied bridal bouquet, and we have that spiral stem technique, which looks amazing. And here's our bridal bouquet.